Okay, so in this video case study, I want to walk you through how I saved approximately 7,000 US dollars per person on American Airlines business class without relying on credit card points. So I think it's good to start with the context. I had booked my outbound flight from the UK to the US, and actually I'd done that via British Airways, and I used a number of different strategies, and my outbound flights came to around 800 US dollars, but I couldn't actually book I could have booked my inbound flights the same way. So this example is a one-way flight that I had booked from Orlando to London, business class. So there's quite a few lessons to take from this because this was a one-way flight. If you've ever looked up the price of a one-way ticket, especially for business class, they tend to be priced extortionately high. And that's because airlines deliberately inflate one-way business class cash fares. So you'll either see them be exactly the same price as or similar price to a round trip ticket, or way more much, which it was in this case. Because on this particular route, a round trip ticket costs around 4,000 US dollars, but this flight was over 8,000 US dollars booking one way. Although I'd already booked my outbound flights, there was no way on God's green earth that I was going to pay 8,000 odd dollars to fly back business class. Now, I really wanted to fly business class for a number of reasons, just because it's the best way to fly. Secondly, this was a special occasion, and this trip was to celebrate my mum's 70th birthday. And thirdly, it was a red eye flight, and if I can, I want to be in business class for red eye flights. So, the traditional way that people talk about when it comes to reducing the cost of business class travel is talking about credit card points. Now, that can involve sometimes months of spending and credit card churning to build up enough points to book for business class travel. So, the strategy I used, I had 0 points whatsoever. I actually had no credit card points at this point because I'd already used them for another flight, and I just don't earn enough credit card points for the amount of travel that I do and the distance that I fly. So I didn't have a stack of points, so you don't need a stack of points to implement this either. What I did and what I don't know why a lot of people don't talk about, well, actually I do know why a lot of people talk about that, but that's another story for another time. What I did simply was buy the number of points that I needed for this route and redeemed them immediately. And that was the way I was able to bypass that $8,000 cash fare per person. Now, there was two of us on this flight, so that's 16,000 US dollars. That is way too much money. And this buying points or this points purchasing strategy is literally how I make the majority of my business class savings, and that's just by buying points and utilizing airline alliances and partnerships. And that's literally how I saved almost $20,000 on business class flights last year. It was actually just under, it was like $19,754 to be precise. And I was able to do that by buying the points. So let's go back to this specific example, which did at the start of this year. Was the first thing that I do. I don't actually go out and buy points. I don't buy and hold points. I confirm reward availability first. So when I'm planning a trip or searching for a particular flight, I search and I find those reward seats first, and I find out how much it's going to be in points and how much it's going to cost in fees and taxes. And I may look across a number of different loyalty programs. So this American Airlines flight, I could book it through Qantas, I can book it through American Airlines, I can book it through Alaska, I can book it through British Airways. They're all going to have a number of different price points. I'm trying to find like the lowest price point in terms of the number of points needed, but also how much it's going to cost. That's the first thing you do. You don't buy any points, you find the rewards seat first. So I just wanted to show you this screenshot of like my shopping cart, and I wanted to show you this for two reasons. When I'm confirming reward availability, I like to go through the entire booking process up until the point of payment to confirm that there is actual reward availability. So, and that's how I know, okay, this is guaranteed. So I get to this actual point, but I will say you don't have enough points, you can't proceed at this point. And then the other reason why I'm showing you this is, I don't know if you can see this here, that it was refundable. Reward flights tend to be refundable, and they're often more flexible than cash fares. So cash fares, a lot of the price that you're shown is a non-refundable ticket. If you want the flexibility of being able to cancel and change the date, you have to pay more money for that. With reward seats, the airline loyalty programs that I use to buy and redeem these points and make these bookings, they are refundable. So you can see here that the per person fare was 55,000 points per person plus $18.10 in fees and taxes. If you've got the credit card, if you've got the points for this, then great, go ahead and book it. I didn't have the points, so this is why I go ahead and buy it. And so in total for two people, it's 110,000 points plus $36.20 in fees and taxes. So once you've found reward availability, you then check how much it costs to buy the points, and you then compare that to the standard cash fare. The way you ensure that you get savings is when you make that comparison, the cost of buying the points and redeeming them for this particular flight has to be less than the standard cash fare. And in my case, yeah, because to book this one-way ticket is $8,000. Even if I have to look at the cost of booking a round trip ticket, it's $4,000. So it's like $2,000 each way. This is still working out to be significantly less. I'll share the workings with you in a little bit, but you only buy the points that you need. Occasionally you're going to have to buy a little bit more because of the intervals in which they sell the points. So in this case, I had to buy 117,000 points. So I have an extra 7,000 points to use at a later date. So remember I mentioned like airline alliances briefly. I actually purchased these points via Alaska because at the time of booking, this is where I was able to find reward availability for this American Airlines flight. And also it was actually, I could have booked via American Airlines, but it was going to be more money. So the rate which I purchased the points, it was $20.90 for 1,000 points. So when you convert that into the 55,000 points per person, that comes to $1,150 per person for the points price. So you can already see this is significantly less. We still need to add in the fees and taxes, but you can already see that this is significantly less than the 8,000. So remember I said you do your comparison. The cash fare is $8,163. The points needed per person, 55,000 points. Like I mentioned, I purchased that at a rate of $20.90 per 1,000 points. So that meant that the 55,000 points was equivalent to $1,150. And then adding in the $18 in fees and taxes gives a total of $1,168. You can think of this as like points arbitrage, using points to bypass that cash fare, essentially that high cash fare. And so that gives a whopping saving of $6,995 per person. That's a saving of 86%. Remember I said this was a booking for two people, so that's a massive $13,990 saved. Obviously because this is a one-way flight, it's like huge savings, but even if you have to think about like the round trip is still $4,000. I paid around $800 for my outbound flight and close to $1,200 for my inbound flights. That's $2,000. So even if you look at the round trip journey, I'm still getting a saving of 50%. So I put that in there because of the way the cash fares of one-way tickets are. They're overly inflated, but there are people who need to book one-way tickets. But even here, this was a round trip journey, but I just booked it in two separate tickets. I may do another case study showing how I booked the outbound journey, but this is specifically on the inbound journey. So what is worth noting is that buying the points now with this particular loyalty program, it literally is deposited in your account immediately. Then I go through the booking process. So the process of actually filling out the form, like finding the flights again, which I've already found the flights. I just need to go back to that page. Filling out the booking form, the regular way you fill out a form, literally another 5 minutes. So in total, I say it literally takes 10 minutes to like buy the points and redeem them and your flight is booked. That meant I had the flatbed on that red-eye flight, which was really appreciated. The champagne, the extra service, the better food, proper sleep on a transatlantic flight, all redeemed essentially immediately. So there's just like a checklist I want to give to you if you're going to implement this for your own travel plans. I have to reiterate this again. You need to find reward availability first. You always start with that. Never buy points and hope that you're going to have a use for it. And I have to start with that because some people hear about this method and then they go out and buy 100,000 points. You have to find the your seat first, confirm reward availability, and then you only buy the points and you redeem them immediately. You don't buy and hold. I'm against doing that. Once you have found reward availability, you still don't buy the points. Actually, the next step is to confirm your savings. So you run the comparisons like I showed you. So you found reward availability, you convert that points price into an actual monetary value. So remember I said that the 55,000 points was equivalent to $1,150. You do that for your own particular routes. And then if you're not happy with the savings, then you don't go ahead and book it. You book your regular cash fare. If you are happy with it, which I clearly was in this example, then you go ahead and book it. Another thing to bear in mind is just to audit the carrier fees. So it was pretty low cost in this case. It was like $18 per person. But this can vary by airline, where you're departing from, and loyalty program. So you have to make sure you factor that in when working these calculations. So that's the case study. The next steps for you. First thing is, if you've got any up and coming travel plans, like look to see if this can work for you. Like I've had people that I've spoken to and I've literally said, this is what I do. And they've got plans coming up. And so they're like, okay, let me just check if I bought these points, how much would it be? And they've been able to make savings from that. So check it for your specific routes. Different airline loyalty programs and different airlines, they have some are worth buying points from and some are not. Because some places, you know how I showed you, it was like 55,000 points. If I booked it for another airline, it may have been another loyalty program, it may have been 550,000 points. So, and then different airlines sell their points at different price points. So you just have to check and see if it works for you. Second thing, if you're ready to start booking, I've got a workshop which is literally just over an hour, and it focuses specifically on like SkyTeam Airlines, your Virgin Atlantic, Delta, KLM, France, Vietnam Airlines, and the list goes on. It's about over 20 airlines, all the SkyTeam, and then a few other airlines. So in total, 20 airlines, and shows you basically how to book up to 79% off on business class flights. I share my screen, walks you through the exact process, and then how to find it for yourselves step by step by step. So that's step 2. Step 3, if you're looking to take it a step further, have the full system, have access to a full 80 plus airlines without the guesswork. Have my help. I've got a little community where I actually help people do this. So you've got video training which goes across all the airline loyalty programs, and then a space for you to like ask questions. We get on calls. We have a community where you can ask questions at any time about your like travel plans. That's also an option for you too. With this option, I'm currently in the process of updating everything and building new tools resources and training materials. So I've actually slashed the price in half because I'm looking to get some case studies. So you can click the link below if you're interested in that. So hopefully you found this case study useful, and we will speak soon.